everyone, this is Judy with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. Today I'm going to be planning in my catch-all planner for next week, the 7th through the 13th of December, and buckle up because we're going to go way outside the box on this one. You guys should see the pile of stuff I have out on my desk. I have this sticker book from, that just fell apart, from Michaels, from this year. And it has this page of blue and white Hanukkah stickers. I don't observe Hanukkah, but I think a blue spread in December is kind of rare for me, so I'm excited about doing this. I'm pairing it with this paper pad that I also got this year from Michaels. And when I got it, I thought it's cute, but I probably wouldn't use much of it until January when I get into the cold weather blue and white icy spreads. But it had this sticker paper in it, which has a really cute little like holly berry pattern, which definitely says holidays to me. And so what we're gonna do is cut out this paper. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to cut out the paper the size of a page, and I just grabbed a random page from a different December month. Let's put this off to the side. It's got all my sticky notes on it, so I'm going to need it. But we're not going to put the boxes on. We're going to mark where they are, but we're not going to put them actually on the page. So let's start by cutting these to page size. And I'll show you what I mean. I actually did a spread like this in October, a Halloween-like spread like this, and I love the way it turned out, so I'm going to do it again in December. Let's also punch this while we're at it. So now, I said I wasn't going to actually draw the grid on, and I am not. But what I am going to do is use this, it's just a dotting tool. I got it for nail polish art, which I never do, as you guys know, because you've seen my nails. But what I'm going to do is just put little dents on the page at the corners of where the grid would normally sit, so I can get my placement straight. This is going to be super subtle, and when I'm flipping through my planner and using this spread, I'm not really going to see it, but I'll be able to see it today to help me just with my placement of things. So let me see if you can see these little dents. I'm not sure. I think you can. I think I've done this technique before. See the little dent right there? And right here. So it tells me where the corners of the spread would naturally be. And that's going to help me with all my placement of everything. Alright, so first we have to put days and dates and everything on here. So I couldn't find a silver December. So the first trick I want to show you is how to perfectly space and place your letters every time. So I'm actually going to write out the word December with these silver letters. And I wasn't going to use them at first because, and this is just the original alphabet book, I wasn't going to use these at first because they're clear, but I think this silver is going to show up on the navy blue pretty well. So this is going to help you get your letters evenly spaced, properly placed, and centered. So all I'm doing is I'm taking a ruler, a clear ruler, and let me put it over a white background to help you. Oh, there's a remember sticker on there. Just to help you see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to use this little row of tick marks, and I'm going to line up all my letters so that they're half stick on, half off the ruler. I'm just going to line them up that way and spell out my word. So I just put December on here. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Looks pretty straight and even. Now, since these are sticking up off the ruler, it's going to be super easy for me now to place these on my page. Get that out of the way. So I think what I want to do, I don't really want to come all the way over with this because it's going to get really close to Monday. I can see my little dot right there. So I think what I want to do is come up the side with this. So I'm just going to use my ruler to put it where I want it, press down the bit that's sticking up off the ruler, and then just gently, while I'm holding these, peel my ruler, peel them all off my ruler, and bam, there we go. December. I was able to perfectly place it exactly where I wanted it. It's nice and straight. I love it. That's my favorite way by far to lay down letters and numbers. Okay, so the next thing I need is days of the week. I could not find silver days of the week, but I did find these. So if I use hollow ones, I could color them in. But I think in this particular case, I'm just going to pick these that are mostly solid. Now the problem with these, and I don't know why Happy Planner did this, but they're too wide to actually fit in the columns. So I'm just going to, before I start peeling them off the page, Wednesday is the widest day, so I'm going to cut as close to the W and the Y as I can. So I'm cutting with gentle pressure. It's called kiss cutting, to try to cut through the sticker, but not the underlying sticker paper. I'm going to start with the middle one that goes on the page. And I can see my little dents. I know it's hard for you guys to see on camera. Let me do the other side. And I'll start again in the center on this one. We'll do Friday. I'm just placing it in between and right above the dots. Starting at the center and working my way out to the edges of the page. All right, let's do our dates. So I need this book. This has silver dates in it on white. Love these. This is from Krissyanne Designs. I got this at Michael's as well. So I need to start with 7. It looks like these are cut a little funny, but that's okay. All right, so the next thing I want to do, you guys know I like to put my functional stuff down first so I don't run myself out of room while I'm decorating. I want to do my fact of the day boxes, and I'm going to put them across the bottom just kind of randomly so they look like different candles. So I want blue, mostly blue, and maybe a few silver. So these are the only blue boxes I have. These are from Daisy May Plans. Unfortunately, her shop on Etsy is closed right now. I don't know if she's going to reopen or not. I hope she does. Her stuff is absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, I'm just going to randomly mix these blue boxes, and they're small enough. I think I'm going to need 2 for each fact of the day. And then I have 3 of these slightly larger silver boxes. So I think what I'm going to do is just put them, change directions with them so that I can draw little wicks and they look like candles. So I'm going to start with this one down here, and then as I write my fact of the day, I'll just kind of figure out which boxes I need more and less space for. Kind of place them overlapping each other just down here across the bottom. And actually, I think for this lighter one, I want it to be on top overlapping because I can write right across this light blue, make this function basically like one large box. I'm gonna go ahead. I want to just kind of space these silver boxes out. And then let's go with a couple more of these. Now this side. The next functional thing I want to put on there is my meal planning box, which I always put up here. I'm going to just go ahead. I think I'll go ahead and use this one, and I'll have to get my super fine 0.38 friction pens out for writing in it for next week. So let's go ahead and pull that one, and I can see where my sidebar is. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of put it over here. There we go. Nice and straight. All right, done with that. So these obviously are going to be my decorations, and I'm going to turn these into candles like I said. What I'm going to do, I actually have an old makeup sponge, and I'm going to use a silver Sharpie and just kind of do a little cloudiness above the tips of the flame. So first let's get orange and yellow. So I just have orange and yellow Moonight gel pens, and I will link these in the description box, jelly rolls. But I'm just going to use these to draw little wicks, little flames on each candle. Make sure to give this gel pen plenty of time to dry. All right, so I paused the camera to give these a little bit of time to dry. They're nice and dry now. So now I'm just going to put a subtle little spongy silver effect above the flames to kind of give the impression of light shine, of a glow. So I'm just drawing a tiny little bit of silver on my sponge and just kind of smearing it. And this works because the page is so dark. There we go. See the difference between the two pages? I think this kind of looks like a subtle glow and helps enhance the look and feel of those being candles. Try not to get too dark or bright in any one particular place. It ends up looking a little bit more gray than metallic, but that's okay. That one's a little right on top of the flame. Oops. The nice thing about a lot of these gel pens on dark paper, if you get a little too much, don't panic. You have a couple options. You can try going back over it, sponging it like this, but with dark marker to kind of darken it back up. Or you can try to just take a normal old eraser. A lot of times you can lighten this up quite a bit with a normal eraser. So what I highly recommend before you do something like this is you practice. Those pieces that I cut off, don't throw those away. Practice like this. Practice with this so that you can kind of refine your technique and make sure what you want to do is going to work for you. Functionally, I still need a manicure box, a couple football boxes, and a couple to-do lists. So let's stick with this book. I always can go back to more of these as well. But I think, let's see what we've got blue-wise for a manicure box. I know I used all the silver, the slightly larger silvers there. Here we go. So this is my color scheme that I keep checking against. And I think that matches close enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this as my manicure. And that's gonna be a Friday. We'll just kind of go middle of Friday. And then I think for the games, so my Buckeyes play on Saturday morning and my Seahawks on Sunday. So I think I'll go ahead and throw a couple more silvers in. And I just use these boxes with my game stickers so I can write down who won and what the score was. Just kind of fun, especially if we make it to the Super Bowl or the playoffs, to kind of look back at what happened with the games. And then I'm definitely going to use these silver for my to-do lists, but these older ones only have 4 dots and I want more space than that. So I have another book that has more space than that. So I'm just kind of lining these up, overlapping them a little bit. And I could do it right here on the page. Saturday, and let's kind of overlap them toward each other. So Saturday towards Sunday. And then for the Seahawks, we'll go Sunday. And I can see my little dots. You probably can't see them on camera, but I can see my little dots showing me where Sunday is roughly. So I can use that to help me space my stickers. And I'm going to overlap this one this way. Is that straight? That Buckeyes sticker looks a little crooked. And if I don't fix it now, I'll end up fixing it later, and it's easier to fix it now. I think it's because I cut the bottom side a little crooked. So, and then I got manicure. I need a little bottle of nail polish. So let me get my sticker bits. So this is just an old Rolodex. Speaking of manicures, this is a color called Supernatural, and I've had it on almost a full week, so it's looking shiny, but it actually was a matte finish, and this is a jelly nail polish, so the sparkle is all throughout, but you kind of can see it through there. Love this one. It's kind of a cranberry color. I thought that was pretty cool. So here's a little baby blue sticker, teeny tiny one. We use that. I dabbled at printing these a while back on matte sticker paper. Oh yeah, that's cute. Last, I need my 2 to-do lists, and I pulled the Joanne's book, which is totally falling apart. My Joanne's book is really falling apart, but it had, no, you know what? It doesn't have what I need. It was the this book that had what I need. I'll put this off to the side. This book has silver to-do lists in it somewhere. That was a silver sticker, so we must be getting warmer. There we go. You know, I like to put one of these on each day. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 of them. These have a lot more dots, 2, 4, 6 dots instead of the 4. So that way I can just do 2 of them and have enough space. All right, so we'll just stick one. Let's see, we'll put one, how about over here? We'll just kind of go down here. So I have my dot, I can see about where I'm at, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. And the reason I'm not going way up high is because I'm considering putting some washi tape up there, but like I said, I want to try to get all my functional stuff on here first. So this one I'm just going to stick right smack in the middle of the side. There we go. This manicure box is bothering me, but I'm afraid if I try to pull it up now, it's going to hurt the navy blue behind it, so we're just going to have to work with it. We'll go ahead and come down here, why not? I'm just trying to get it straight based on where my dots are. There we go. I know why I had this book out, the old Joann's book, because it had a couple, it has the headers that I want, and it has these. So the headers I want to use, like to do remember that kind of thing, they're black and they're clear, and so they aren't going to show up very well on the page if I just put them right on the page. These today to do, although there is one page, this page of silver ones, but they're kind of sarcastic, so like not happening. But I was thinking I could cut the knot off and just put happening, or this is big. High five is pretty positive, so maybe I'll just see. Let's see how those look. Let's try high five. So if high five kind of like got it done. No, I don't like it. So plan B was to use a couple of these and to put my remember / to do kind of in this box. All right, and so now I can use pretty much any of these. Okay, let's use remember and important. And I'm just gonna put these right in these little boxes. The other thing that's in this book are some weekend banners that are silver. And you guys know I love my weekend banners. Partly because if I didn't put them every week, I would never use them all up because there are so many. Here we go. So I'm one of the lucky ones where this page, actually the sticky is on there, and these are actually printed on the wax paper back. So it's, you gotta glue them down, but trying to put glue on wax paper is not easy. But these are the only silver ones in here, so I really want to use one. Hello weekend, stay a while, cheers to the weekend. I want to use hello weekend, stay a while. So if I peel this off of here, they don't peel off very well because they're not kiss cut quite all the way through. So I got a little, so this is waxy on the back. And if you've never tried to adhere, part of the reason we use wax paper is because stuff doesn't stick to it, right? So one of the workarounds I've come up with for this situation, I'm gonna have to use scissors to cut that. I actually take a little nail file and just kind of try to buff some of the wax off the back. And then I can use tape runner or glue stick on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that trick first. But first, actually, so that is my last, now we can decorate. So before I do that, I want to show you, I want to decide. So I have this washi tape from Simply Gilded. It was part of a 3-pack. If you watch my wellness video from a couple days ago, and I will link that in the cards up above, I used the pink version in my pink poinsettia spread, and I would love to keep the theme going and use the blue, especially since it's got silver foil on this one. The other two in the 3-pack have gold. So the problem is, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. The problem is I don't think it's going to show up on the dark paper. So if we kind of look, let's see. Actually, you know what? That shows up really, really well. So what I thought I would do is just run this across the top. Yeah, let's do it. I am shocked. I did not think that was going to show up very well. So I'm definitely going to run this. And the only question I have is, do I run it right across the very edge or just within the columns? I think I'm just going to keep it as column heads. There we go. Oh, that is cute. I can't believe how well that shows up. That's awesome. I really didn't think it was going to show up that well. This page, this scrapbook paper, is actually extra thick, so it would be quite difficult to get that pulled tight enough to make it curl. Okay, so let me grab my cutting mat again, just to have a surface to work on. And I'm gonna grab just any old nail file. So we're gonna just kind of try to get some of that off of there. So this is just the backing off of a piece of contact paper. Yeah, so the tape runner is actually sticking to the little flag now that I scraped off some of that wax paper. That waxiness. There we go. I'm going to need that in a bit since we're going to have to Frankenplan these pages in. All right, so where am I going to put this? Over here on Saturday and Sunday. But I have done this before, and so I do know that this will stay on the spread and not fall off in a week. There we go. Hello Weekend, stay a while. It's a little beat up, but it's just too perfect not to put in there, so we're keeping it. All right, so that, let me double check. That's all my functional stuff. So now we get to decorate. So I'm going to use mostly the stuff on this page. I definitely want, so Hanukkah starts on Thursday the 10th. So we'll definitely put something on there. Is there like a celebrate Hanukkah? Let's put that on the 10th. Now my columns are well enough defined that it's not a problem at all placing stickers. And I think I want to put this one with the candles down here so that it further reinforces the fact that these are supposed to be candles. Although I think the illusion came out pretty darn well and we don't have to try super hard to reinforce it. And I just realized I did forget to do one more thing. Obviously I didn't mention this to you guys, but I'm going to have to write on this with gel pen. I'll use white or blue or maybe even silver. But I need to go ahead and, I want to go ahead and draw in my lines just so you see how the illusion looks. So I'm going to use my white Signo gel pen. I like this one compared to the Jelly Roll when I want fatter lines. These give me fatter lines. And light pressure works best. I forgot on my other page and pressed a little bit hard, so some of my lines aren't as clearly defined as I would like. And I should be giving this more time to dry because I don't know if you can see on camera or not, but I did get just a tiny little bit of smearing right there. That's just going to help me define my boxes better so that I can judge my decorations, the spacing on my decorations and the fullness of the page a little bit better. Okay, so, all right, what else do we have here? May love and light fill your heart and home. I like that. See, a lot of these don't seem super like Hanukkah specific, you know? This is just a general nice sentiment that I would be happy to have on my spread. There we go. I think just a couple more and I'm gonna be done. If I can get it off of there. There we go. So I don't want to put them like this because then they're all in a row. So I think I want to go like this. And I'm thinking dark up here and light down here because this one's kind of medium. I have a dot. There we go. All right, let's do that. Season of light, again, just kind of reinforcing the fact that I've got candles down there. And I didn't want to cover up quite so much of this faux light that I put on there, so I'm moving it up just a little bit higher. There we go. And I still have plenty of room if I need to add something as the week goes on, if something comes up. There we go. All right, what else do we have on here? There's a candle flag. Could put that under Celebrate Hanukkah. Here are a couple candles I almost missed. Why don't I put one of these on each of my to-do lists down in the corner? I kind of like that idea. These are very delicate. They're so thin. I like that. Definitely looks like candles, except theirs are orange with yellow and mine are yellow with orange, but that's okay. I think I'm happy with it. I think it's full enough. Everything's kind of spaced out nice and evenly. I should put a dreidel on there, shouldn't I? Maybe I could put a dreidel right here. There's this one little... There are these. I don't know what those symbols mean though, and I'm not a huge fan of putting things on there if I don't know exactly what they mean. Like if I just pick two, are they out of order? So I'm going to go ahead and just use this one. And I'm just thinking I could group it up here with the Celebrate Hanukkah. Kind of tuck it under. I think I will. Let's tuck it under. Just a tiny little bit. Again, be super careful when you're peeling stickers up off of a dark page like that, because you don't know if you're going to pull up a lot of the dark underneath and ruin the page. So there we go. I like it. I really, really like it. Okay, how do I put it in my planner now? So this is Franken planning. Here's my spread for this week. I don't know what I'm going to do for the 14th yet. So, oops, for the 14th. So I'm not going to do anything with this page. I'm just going to stick it in here. And once I decide what my spread for the week of the 14th looks like, we'll decide what we need to do to the back. Something will get stuck to it. For this one now, I've got this current week's spread right here, my sweater weather spread. You can check out the plan with me. I'll link it in the cards. But this is the 6th, and then I need to replace this 789 with this 789. So I'm going to get my tape runner again. Let's get this up here out of the way. And I'm just going to go all the way around the edge, stick the two pages together so that they turn seamlessly as one page. Let me get protect my desk so I don't get tape runner all over it. Oh, and I'm out of tape runner. I'll be right back. All right, fresh tape runner installed. Where did I leave off? Right there. The other nice thing about putting these pages back to back, and I can't say this enough, I say it every week, multiple times a week when I do this, you don't have to worry about bleed through on your pages. So I could use pretty much, what is going on here? It's not turning for some reason. There we go. I could use pretty much any Sharpie, any heavy duty permanent marker I wanted, and it's not gonna bleed through a double thickness page. So that's another bonus to Franken planning. All right, so replace that 789 with this 789. I'm just gonna line my holes up as best I can. There we go. And lay it down. Ta-da! Now I have one page. I do this every week in one of my 3 planners, and everything turns just fine. I love it. So there we go. I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned some new techniques that have you excited. Hopefully you'll try some of them on your own. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.